Over the weekend, I played Hickory Dickory for the first time. Let me tell you all about it. This is a worker placement game with different worker types for 1 to 4 players. Players are going to be using their mice to move around the clock to collect these tiles, to make deliveries, and earn points. Each player is going to have 4 different types of workers, each with their own little mat down here, and some of them had different abilities. They all have different amounts of tiles they can hold. Each player starts with only 3 of their workers out, and then their 4th worker, this guy right here, won't go out on the board until they activate this action. Your workers are basically going to be getting on the hands of the clock and riding it around to different spaces so that they can hop off and take actions or collect tiles. So you don't really have rounds in this game, you have ticks of the clock, and every time the clock hand moves, then the workers that are in that area are going to be activated in a different order based on who's on the clock hand there or who's on the inner space. Because this little inner space right here is separate from the outer space where you collect the tile. You're going to be doing all of this in an effort to collect these tiles right here so you can make it to a space that looks like this to turn them in for points. When you make a delivery, which is turning in your tiles for points, you're going to get a point for each tile you turn in and a point for each tile in the largest color group, as well as a point for each tile in the largest icon group. So while you're moving around the board, you want to be aware of which of your mice has what in their inventory, because when they make the delivery, only what they have in their inventory is going to count. You can't just gather up everything from all of your different mice. It's just going to be the one mouse that's at that tile making the delivery. And if you happen to complete one of the 2 available quest cards up here when you're making a delivery by delivering the items shown on that quest card, you'll also get extra points for that. After each delivery, if any of your delivered tiles can go onto your hunt board, you can put those on there, and at the end of the game, you'll get 5 points for each completed row and column. Another way to get points during the game is to turn in these relic tiles. There are only 3 of them in the entire bag, but if you deliver them directly to Lord Cuckoo, which is the only place they can go, you'll get 5 points. The game will end once the clock strikes midnight, and at that point, everyone will score their hunt board, and they'll make one final delivery with everything that's in all of their different inventories for all of their mice, and just score for points. And that's the only thing you get at the end of the game, and that's it. Whoever has the most points wins. I had a lot of fun with this game. I really like the theme, and it was a lot more thinky than I expected it to be. Having each mouse have their own inventory really makes it challenging, because you're just at first just gathering as many tiles as you possibly can, but then you're trying to get your mice like lined up in the same area, because if they share the same space, even if it's like on the hand of the clock and on the inner or outer space here, they can trade freely. So you're trying to collect everything, and then you're trying to get people to line up so they can trade and then go make deliveries to get as many points as you possibly can. It's a lot to think about, but it's a lot of fun.